What's up, everybody? Sensei Shine here from Red Giant Karate. So just wanted to record this quick little video to show you guys how to put on your sparring gear. We got our hand pads and foot pads that we're going to do today. The helmet is pretty self-explanatory, so maybe I don't need to explain that one in great detail, but the hand pads and the foot pads, practice takes perfect. You'll get faster at it, but this is the best way to put on your gear. Okay, so best way to put on your feet pads is when you're sitting down or sitting in a chair. And I always recommend starting with the foot pads. A lot of times students will do their hand pads first and then start putting on everything else, but then it makes it obviously harder to put everything else on once your gloves are on. So we're going to start with the feet. I've heard some people say that they're specific to one foot or the other. Whatever side, like the angle on the top strap, whichever one's higher, that's going to go with this foot. So it's going to match up with the angle of my toes. Okay, so I'm going to put this one down and then I'm going to slide it on like a slipper, and I want to make sure that my feet are on top of those two little straps on the bottom. All right, then you got this strap. First thing, if it's sticking out this side, we're going to start this way. So it's going to go over the top of the pad, and then it's going to go under the pad. All right, now from here, you're going to want to pull it a little bit tight as you can get it, and then we're going to go back over the foot pad, around the back, and then it's going to Velcro here on that little patch. I'll show you on this one too. This one, the strap, since it's like a little opposite, the strap's going to be coming from the other angle or from the other side of the foot. So starting on the inside of the foot, we're going to go over, under the bottom, back over the top, and around the back. All right. And then what you want to do is you want to try to pull the tongue of the shoe or the boot up in the middle and make sure the straps are on the side. If it goes over this, then what happens is the shoe will tend to like twist over onto one side of the foot. It gets really uncomfortable. So try to keep the straps on both sides of the tongue and then pull the tongue up in the middle so it's nice and comfortable. And the next piece of equipment is going to be our gloves or our hand pads. So these ones, we're going to undo the little Velcro. Now we have the hand pad here. The fingers are going to go underneath this strap right here in the middle, and the thumb is going to go in this hook on the thumb cover part of the glove. Then the fingers, there's two holes, and then the two on the side. So the fingers are going to go in between all these, and that way they can make a tight fist when they punch. And then from here, we want our hand to be all the way in as tight as possible. It's okay if the fingers stick out over the top a little bit, because when we make a tight fist, the fingers are going to be covered and the knuckles covered anyways. So that, and then the Velcro goes around, and boom. I know some with the younger kids, their fingers, unless they're holding onto it, they're not going to reach all the way up. So we got to pull it, and then they just got to kind of like hold on to it with their fingers the whole time. But that way they grow into their pads a little bit more. And then we got the other one too. Same thing, just on the other side. Hand goes in underneath the little strap. Thumb goes in first, and then fingers all the way and slide it in as tight as you can. Grab that, get a good grip, and Velcro goes right over the top. Boom. And that's how to put on our hands and foot pads.